About to snooze off. Yo, what's up? Philly Uncensored Sports Podcast is here. Tuesday night, the return of Joel Hans Embiid. And what's up, everybody in the chat? In all honesty, if you've been a Sixers fan for any extended period of time, what happened tonight didn't really surprise me as regards Joel Embiid. Even under the best of conditions, Joel has to play himself back in the shape. Yeah, this ain't nothing new for anybody. Season starts, Joel needs at least 2 weeks, maybe even 3, to get himself back in shape. This is going to be a little different for him because he actually does look visibly thinner to me. They said it was 30 pounds. Somebody said I heard 20. Somebody said 30. Nonetheless, he does look visibly thinner to me. So now you coming back, not only are you kind of in your normal routine of playing yourself back into shape, but now you a smaller weight too. I don't know how your body feels with the less weight. Do you feel like you're getting pushed around a little bit more because you don't weigh as much? Because Cat actually looks bigger. What's up, Wayne? Cat actually looks bigger than Joel to me.
Yeah, it looked like he was kind of bullying him a little bit.
Yeah. He said, Joel still got the height on him, but Cat actually looks more solid and muscular than Joel right now. But this is to be expected. He didn't play particularly well. He had some, free throws. He hit a 3 and all that kind of stuff like that. But Paul George is actually cooking. This game to me was really who was going to step up as a team and consistently hit shots. And once New York started doing that, they ran away with the game. Sixers had opportunities. Both teams was missing. Both teams was clanking for the majority of part of the game, especially in the third quarter. And then the fourth quarter, Knicks started hitting. And once they started hitting, the game was over. I got a little bit more to say, but what's your thoughts?
Sixers actually hit more threes than New York and shot the 3 a little better. We'll get into Joel Embiid later, because I know we're going to talk about him a lot. I like what I seen. I like that Nick Nurse now forced to play the younger players. He's getting some production, especially out of I want to call him something else, especially out of the young
Z.
Jared McCain.
Jared McCain. Especially out of Jared McCain, man. So I like what I'm seeing out of Jared McCain, man. He's looking real poised. He's looking comfortable out there. He's looking like a player in the NBA. So, hey, man, listen. What I don't do is just go off because the Sixers picked him. I think he's going to ball. But he's looking like a player. I got to go off what I say. He's looking like a player in the NBA. But I tell you this, Caleb Martin's not looking like a player in the NBA. The dude looks lost. He don't have a shot. He made a couple plays here and there on defense, but that's not enough for me to justify how you playing. He was supposed to be the Josh Hart stopper or whatever. But Josh Hart ended the game with a triple-double. So everybody gonna get in. I don't see how he slowed Josh Hart down at all. But he's not playing well. Something got to give. It almost looked like we regressed from the Toby situation with Caleb Martin in the minutes he's playing. But overall, I didn't expect us to win. Joel Embiid coming back, legs looking like we thought. So when everybody else get in, we'll come back and address this Joel situation because I know that's not going to be a huge talking point.
Well, I'll just say this. Caleb Martin had 17 points tonight. He only had 2 rebounds with 3 assists and 4 steals, shooting 7 for 10 from field goal and 1 for 3 from 3. This wasn't a bad night for Caleb Martin.
Caleb Martin got most of his points. He got like 8 points in garbage.
Okay. He was a minus 14.
He literally got, go check his guys. He literally got like 6 points in garbage time. So
everybody was minus for the Sixers.
It wasn't
part, except Jared McCain, the boy that y'all ripped. That I told y'all was a baller, but because y'all was caught up on fingernail polish.
Whoa. You did not say that. First of all, let's be
no. It's my turn. Shut up. You just talked for like 5 minutes before we started. So from the jump, I said Caleb.
You never said that, but
I said Jared McCain shows sign, even though he's supposed to be a shooter and he's not hitting his shot. I said he's doing all the other stuff in the preseason. Go back and look at our podcast when I talked about it. And every time when his shooting was off, yeah, Wayne, your boy, Jared McCain, yeah, boy. Yeah, Wayne, your boy Jared McCain.
Never
So
said that.
I always said Jared McCain to me. He shows that he was getting rebounds. He was doing a whole lot of balling and everything else. I'm still not saying that he's better than Maxey or nothing, but y'all was talking like he was straight trash. And the whole point that I said was the boy actually can play ball, and he looks like a ball player. His shot was off.
You never said that.
I absolutely said that.
I'll tell you what you said. Go ahead, Tim. I'll follow up.
Okay. Thank you, everybody. I just want to say welcome to the Uncensored Philly Sports Podcast. If you're new to the pod, please subscribe. Please hit that note. Just subscribe, and then you'll be able to get us all. But anyway, as far as the game goes, I'm just going to go into the numbers. I thought Paul George had a very good, solid game. He had like 7 3-pointers in the game. He showed up. Now, he was rusty the first 2 games, but now you see that he's playing. He looked good. If this is what we're going to get, I'm all for it. I'm not thrilled about these minute restrictions that he's on right now. They got him on a lot of minute restrictions. Hopefully that over the next couple of weeks, he's not limited, because I think last game he couldn't even get into the overtime game. We still won, but he couldn't be part of it. He was a little frustrated about that too. I thought Ubaselli, the boy from I guess
he was selling.
He didn't have a good game today at all.
Bad game.
1 for 7 overall.
Yeah, he stung it up. So, I mean, I don't know the Dalton Jr. I don't know what he really sees in him to get 22 minutes and then skipping over Ricky Council.
Ricky Council's not a guard, but go ahead.
He needed a point guard. Dalton's in there as a point guard.
It got to be a moment. It's got to give some room for Ricky Council. Just give him a shot.
Caleb Martin.
Yeah, I agree. You got to get Caleb Martin out the game. Go ahead.
But as far as Embiid, he came in today. We expect, like Ephraim said earlier, we knew what we was getting from Embiid the first couple of weeks. This is just Embiid. This is who he is. But overall, the Knicks are still, to me, a better team because Jalen Brunson was off. Truth be told, the first 3 quarters, he was off. I think he had like 5, 8 points. If we got the Jalen Brunson of today, like his regular game, we probably would have got smoked. Truth be told, that's real talk.
I mean, some of that was some good defense. I will give Caleb Martin actually played some good defense on a couple plays. He actually had to steal.
Let me make my last point.
How many points you gonna make? Okay.
All right.
I got cut short.
I got 2 points and you got about 5. Go ahead.
Just one more thing. The double headbutt by Cat kind of turned the game. First of all, they reversed the call. He headbutted Embiid and Jeremy McCain, and not Jeremy McCain, but Oubre, knocked them both out. Ain't no way in the world that should have been. One of them should have been the call. But go ahead, jump in there.
What did they? I actually walked away from the group. What did they call? I know we challenged it. What was
they said? Kelly Oubre fouled him before any other stuff happened.
Okay. All right. Oh, okay.
I don't know if I would have overturned it, but it was a fair call.
Okay. I didn't see it. Once they started reviewing it, I don't know what I did. I think I went to get something. But real quick, let's go back to Wayne's.
Go right back to it. Yep.
Let's go back to Wayne's proclamation of Jared McCain.
Yep. Go ahead.
What Wayne said, what the argument was, I said, if he does all this TikTok stuff, he's not going to be any good. Mm-hmm. You said, I don't care about that as long as he balls. You didn't say he's going to ball. You said, I don't care about that as long as he hoops.
And that was when he was drafted. And since he was drafted, when I watched him in preseason, I said he's at what?
You really didn't do anything in preseason. What were you
he did that's exactly what. Yes, his shot was just off. He played with the same demeanor that he plays with now. He hustled. He was on boards. He scrapped. He just wasn't hitting his shots. And that's what I said. He's a shooter. If he's not hitting his shots, then that's what's going. Then it's going to be what's going to be. I said he wasn't hitting his shots. I've been said that he did a lot of other stuff.
Exactly. You said.
And I also said the reason why y'all feel about him is because of the fingernails and the TikToks. Yes. And I said he actually is a player.
No, you never said he's actually a player.
Yes, I did.
You said if he becomes a player, then
I said he was.
It helps my team. I'm fine with that. You never made. First of all, you didn't watch him in college, so it ain't like you had this backstory of who he was.
I watched him in the preseason. That's what I was basing it on.
He didn't do nothing. You couldn't base it on nothing because
He
didn't do
did.
nothing.
He did. That's what I kept trying to tell you. All y'all was focusing on was what he was shooting. Okay. He was handling the ball. He played with confidence. He controlled the offense, and he scraps on rebounds and defense. He's been doing that all preseason.
You ain't saying
y'all can get into that on the polo tomorrow.
Anywho, the Bull did exactly what I said he needed to do. And he stopped making TikToks and he stopped painting his nails.
No, he didn't.
And now he's hooping.
I actually told you that after we drafted him. I was like, when the last time you seen a TikTok? I asked you, when was the last time you seen a TikTok?
That's neither here nor there. You never said he was going to ball. You just said
I said no.
He's going to be good.
And that's fine. I said he was.
And that's fine.
Hey, Phil Evans, no.
All I'm saying is
we're not going to be all right.
From what I saw, he is actually balling. He's doing what he needs to do. He's active. He's hustling. He's doing all that stuff like that. I actually
doing in preseason. I
actually like the play. He tried to dunk on like two cats and got the foul. That play was kind of nice. I was impressed about that.
He played the same way all preseason.
First of all, he is still doing TikTok. He just did a TikTok yesterday.
Oh boy!
Yeah, but he wasn't doing like 3 or 4 a day. He wasn't doing like 3 or 4 a day. Though.
I don't mind. I don't mind here or there, but he was getting caught up. Like, remember, he did. I think the first week since he drafted him, he dropped like 3 TikToks in 3 days. I'm like, yo, bro, you're doing too much. You need to be working on your shot.
Now, I will say this.
And now it's falling.
Let me say this: from October 1st, he didn't do a TikTok till like 2 days ago. So he hasn't been doing them. That's what I said. He hasn't been doing them regularly. I will give him.
That's what I said. That's what he needed to do was not make TikToks, and he'll get his game together. And that's what happened.
And I also told you after he got drafted, about a week later, I asked how many TikToks would you seen?
Move on from that. Bernard McCoy. He said, "I hate the Knicks. When Maxey loses with Toby and Oubre, he is not a number one to some. I hope these fans now see that big three all need each other. Yabu was bad."
Wait a minute, I hate the Knicks when Maxey loses with Toby and Oubre. Okay. You do need them all together. Yabusele, he played terrible tonight.
I mean, B was wasn't full health.
I'll give Yabusele this. This might be his first time coming to a game like this with the hype, the intensity, and how New York plays. So I'll give Yabusele a pass for this game. Experience is the best teacher. This is probably the first game he's been in like this and playing against a team like this. So this is some experience for him moving forward. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that no more.
Who that?
They do all need each other. They do all need each other. But Joel Embiid has a lot of work to do ahead of him. He does look like he lost some weight, but it looks like he lost weight just diet alone. You ever see somebody that just lost weight, just diet alone and didn't work out why they lost weight? That's how Joel Embiid looks. It looks like he taking what's the stuff they call Tim?
Zephyr.
So you basing it off of one game?
No,
Paul George looked horrible his first 2 games before.
I'm not talking about
how he looked.
I'm talking about how he looked. His body, his body type, his arms. He
don't look muscular. Like
he look like he's been juicing like the last 3 weeks. Like he just been on a
exactly, Chris Patrick. This is how he look. He look like he lost weight and strength. Which you shouldn't do.
That's what y'all wanted.
No,
that's not what we wanted. Well, who would want somebody lose weight and strength?
Brain is all over the place today.
Yeah.
Actually, you lose some weight. That's when you lose some of that strength and power that you had down on the post. Yes.
You don't. What if you're a professional?
Yes,
athlete,
you
do. You don't. What you lose is your mass, but you shouldn't lose strength.
It still
makes
a
way to work out where you can lose.
It makes a difference if you're leaning on somebody with 280 pounds as opposed to leaning on them with 250. It's more weight.
That's not strength. That's not strength.
But I'm telling you where it max in. When you if somebody's weighing you with heavier weight down in the post, it weighs on you more. So the person that's defending him, if he has more mass and hitting against them, it takes more to defend that than to do when you lighter in weight.
The bottom line is I agree with Ethan. He didn't look like he had muscle mass. Like you seen thinner dudes with and dudes who've lost weight before but look like they've actually, you can now see a defined muscle. It's like the muscle go. Like, did you? I mean, like, how did you? Honestly, he may have used something like Ozempic. Like, he may have used something like that where it was just a drastic weight loss, or he may have did some juicing. He may have did something drastic, even a fasting, where you lost weight, but you weren't necessarily hitting the weights. I need to see you hit the weight. I'm telling you, Cat looks substantially bigger. I would say girthier. Pause. He looks substantially bigger than the Bull B. Like, he does. He looks muscular. B don't look muscular. When I was first watching it, my son came down and he was like, "Yo, what happened to Joel Embiid?" And I'm like, "He lost weight." He was like, "He does." Like, his arms and everything look smaller. He does. Like, it don't look like he, like Dwight Howard, for instance. Now, Dwight Howard, he a freak of nature, no pun intended. I watched him at the Dwight Howard workout. Dwight Howard was clean and jerking 225. Like, he is a machine. That's what he does, is hit the weights. Does Joel Embiid work out like? Does he hit the weights like that? I'm not saying not work out. Like, I'm sure he might do a little ball workout and stuff like that. But does he hit the weights like that? That may come into question. I don't know. He doesn't look muscular.
I know during the game, Shaq made some comments about Joel Embiid at halftime. I think
you want to replay it?
Well, I don't have it, but basically what we basically said was Joel Embiid won't win the championship until he, like, what was the main idea? Like,
man, chill. It's a workout called clean and jerk.
He was saying Joel Embiid is not going to win. He got to, like, be more committed and everything.
He said he ain't going to win a championship until he get his attitude and his mind together.
Yeah,
whatever that means. Like, what does he mean by that though? Like,
his body language is really off. When in the beginning of the game, he didn't come with the energy because he was saying Joel should have, even if he missed all his shots, he should have put up like 15 shots in the first half. Let them know, yeah, I'm coming at you. Like, that wasn't the
so energy. You don't think sometimes you coming in, you ain't necessarily just trying to come in and take over everything with everybody. You still letting.
No, I'm just saying this is what Shaquille O'Neal said today.
He said he won't win a championship until he gets his mind and his attitude right. And he was talking about coming in ready to play basketball. What I've been telling you. When Joel, he was talking about that, and he was talking about back-to-back still, but he was talking about coming in shape, ready to play basketball. He said Joel Embiid had all these days off, and he come in and still look like he's not ready to play basketball. Like, what are you doing?
I agree.
What are you doing? He's like, what are you doing that you had all this time? You missed the first 8-9 games, and you still come in like you're not ready to play.
Well, if you're injured if you're injured with an injury, then would you come in shape?
Read B-Wise comment.
Let's read that. Hey, B-Wise, good looking. I'm a Knicks fan, but I'll be very surprised if Boston don't come to East this year. I thought I was watching the Boise State tonight with that stupid court.
I hated that court.
I don't know why they keep doing that. They keep act like it's so. I actually think that's why everybody was bricking. I think that court is distracting to your shot.
Right.
Like, that joint is terrible. It was terrible last year. It's even worse this year. I hate that court. I hate all you need to do is put the championship, the trophy in the logo. Just put the trophy in the logo and maybe some highlights somewhere here in the court. But have the whole court blue. It just looks.
It's not a good idea. It's not a good idea.
Real quick, do y'all agree with Shaq? Does Embiid need to change his mentality and his attitude?
I'm not going to judge him off for this game. It's one game, game one. I will not judge him today.
You're not judging him off his game. You judge him off his career and what he's been doing.
I mean, I honestly, I think it's too late. I think it's too late. I think the damage is done. I think not even that, but I just think his body can't even do what we want him to do. Like we want him to be this workout machine now. That those are days long past. He should have did that 8 years ago. Like to try to now ramp up a damaged body with bad ligaments and probably cartilage and all that kind of stuff to try to get it now to where you know some workout machine and you'll do probably more damage than good. Embiid is done. Like I think he's done.
But saying all that though, we need him. Like this team is not the same without Joel Embiid.
Do y'all think we'll still get the Embiid from last year, or is that Embiid done?
No, we can still.
I don't think that Embiid is done.
Okay.
We can still.
I don't think he's done. I still think he could do some damage, but I just don't think he. When I say done, he's not going to be the player that Shaq is saying. Like all this great mindset change and all that stuff that's going to happen. That ain't even. That's not even the wheelhouse no more.
I just don't trust this coach. That's my problem is the coach. I don't know what he's doing out there.
What can the coach do for Joel? What's our biggest what is our biggest issue with making a run?
Embiid being on the court.
That's facts. That's facts.
We need to shoot. We don't have those specialists, those shooting specialists.
We got Lil Z. Lil Z was shooting 40%. McCain shot 40%, 4 for 10. He wasn't bad.
We need snipers.
We probably could use at least one more sniper. Caleb Martin was supposed to be the 3-and-D dude. That was part of his job description when he got here. And he has what is he averaging 3-point percentage?
Never a three. See, that's what I kept telling y'all. He was never a 3-and-D guy.
He was in the playoffs. That's what he does.
For you, this is what I'm saying. But for the season, that's not what he is.
I'm just telling you what he did in the playoffs. We got gassed off of that.
I'm looking at
you and Wayne.
Y'all see the well-balanced scoring of New York?
I mean,
if that
looking at it now.
Mikal Bridges had 14.
Hold
and
on.
had 24.
With that Mikal Bridges,
Cat had 21.
He did okay, but did they overpay for that?
If you win, no. 7 for 13, 53%. He ain't hit no threes. Got you 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, and a block, and 14 points. That ain't bad. That ain't bad. Remember I said this before. We talked about New York a couple weeks ago.
And I like
that at the beginning of the season.
McBride is nice too. He comes off he gives them a spark off the bench. If Lil Z, if he could do that for us the way that McBride does that for them, we might got something there.
I think when Maxey comes back, McCain and Maxey need to be starting. I'm tired of seeing Laurie and all them, Kyle and him, and you need to get the boy Dalton in. Now, Dalton in there, I know a couple people kept mentioning, y'all ain't talking about Dalton. Dalton didn't have a good game tonight. Dalton played 21 minutes and didn't score a point. So tonight is not really a night to be talking about Dalton, but I like his energy. I like what he brings. He had a couple shots that rattled in and out. I think it was a layup that he took to the cup that rattled in and out. But I like him. I think he's a nice young player with some energy. You got to get him into the lineup. But I think they need to have Maxey and McCain starting.
I remember saying that earlier. I think that's true.
Right.
I would take that backcourt. I would definitely take that. That gives us something. It's fun. But to me, you got 2 young boys running up and down the court.
Listen, Phil said Down did play scared, but like I said, this is why you got to play the young players, right? You have to get them in these situations so next game they'll be ready. You know how they talk about playoff experience? It's the same thing with the young players with big game experience, playing against better teams how they are really aggressive on defense. That's experience. You want that. You need that for your players. Just help them grow and help them get better. So it was important. I think it was important that these young players played in that game, man. I really do.
I agree.
I think you can get better. The high-low motion that Embiid had with McCain.
Yeah, actually, McCain, it was one play when I forget who. I think Oubre might have had it up at the top of the key, and McCain yelled at him because he noticed B had a mismatch on Brunson was down low, and McCain came through the middle lane, kind of clapped, like, "Yo, give me the ball! Stop playing!" He touched passes to B, and B got. He might have got an N1. I know he scored.
That was the first time Embiid got hyped all game. He turned around, he started clapping his hands. I was like, okay, so they might got something. They may have a connection.
I like that. I'm not even saying this as a connection, but I just like the heads up play by McCain. That to me is just basketball 101. That's basketball knowledge. I'm digging that. I do like that a lot. Even though Wayne didn't say that, and he act like he said all
Wayne did.
No, but I'm
trust me, I'm highlighting our personal chat where I commented on back in October 26th and October 19th.
Okay, send it over. Send it over. Let me say it. Let me say it. Let me see what you giving all these props about him balling and doing all this. But I would say this, Jeff Downton, that's who Jeff is. Redman, the backup point guard. But like I said, I think Phil W. Somebody commented that backcourt, and one of the, I think Van Gundy kind of mentioned it, and I will give Wayne this. Wayne did say this part about the size of McCain. McCain is actually strong for and he's not that small. I think he's 6'2", 6'3", somewhere around there. But he's actually pretty muscular. Like he has some size on him, and he knows how to use his size. So at backcourt, I mean, Cleveland got a small backcourt. What's Garland and Mitchell? They 6 feet, 6'1", and they granted they got some big dudes in the middle, but that's what we're supposed to have. We're supposed to have big wings and well, they got Mobley, but we got Caleb and we got Paul George, and then we got Embiid in the middle, so to be clogging up everything. So if you got a big center in the middle that could cause some havoc, you could play two smaller guards. They put up buckets and they get active. And McCain is active. I give him that. Maxi's been active on defense too. I think you got to go with the youth.
And I think one of the issues, one of the things that it's difficult. The Sixers build themselves into such a hole. It's going to be difficult. But with the full roster, I do think that because we see Paul George. Some people said Paul George was washed and trash. We see now he's getting his feet under him. I'm saying had a couple decent performances.
He played 7 3-pointers. That was awesome.
He had 29 points tonight, but it's like we just can't get everything together at the same time. Maxey get hurt when Paul George comes back. Now Maxey out. You know what I'm saying? B missed the first few, then he gets suspended. Like this might be one of them years. I think Ethan might have mentioned it the last pod or something. This might be a cursed year. This might just be a year that
everybody think about it. Everybody's went down so far. All the stars is pretty much out. I mean,
but that being said, altogether, people forget like our biggest problem was our size the first few games without B and PG. We forget PG is a 6'9" guard that gets down there and does get active on the boards and actually plays defense. And Embiid is a 7-footer. So when you're missing that size, along with, I think it is too much of it's a big hole in our team with how our team dynamic is. But you need all them guys to play, and I just don't know if we can get it.
Somebody mentioned this. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I think it's going to be a bigger hole once we find out Embiid is shot. He can't play no more.
I mean, that's
like Paul George was, like you said, Paul George was last week.
Embiid looked terrible.
First of all, Paul George was last week. Right?
This is what you got to learn. This is what Joel Embiid has to learn. He has to learn. He has to get his win back for one. That's going to take a month. Then he has to learn how to play 20, 25 pounds lighter. So you expect him to put all this together playing twice a week. It ain't going to happen. It's not going to happen.
Oh, I said my biggest issue is about them being on the court together. But you had all the hopes with the Brooklyn Nets when they only played like 16 games together. Maybe you was like, but them 16 games was fabulous. They going to win.
We talking about the Sixers. Why you deflecting? He looks like trash. He was 2 for 11.
He played one game.
Game one. I'm not critical over one game.
Either
is he playing tomorrow? Is he playing tomorrow night? Or we just talking tomorrow night?
No, he's not playing. Ethan has some solid points about, the kind of same point I made about him, losing his weight and having to play, with the weight and all that kind of stuff like that.
But he's saying you stole his point. Go ahead.
Yeah, he did. So, but I'm not going to hit the panic button. It is only one game. We used to this. I said this in the outset of the show. We're used to this with Joel. He has to play himself back in the shape. This is nothing new. Every year, Ethan comes on and says, "Yo, B look like trash and out of shape." The first 2 weeks, this is what he does. So let's just give him at least 2 weeks.
This is what I do with Joel B does.
Both of y'all. This is what both of y'all do.
I told you that B has a loser mindset. I said this on the podcast many a times. Shaq just didn't say a loser attitude, but saying you'll never win a chip with that mentality and attitude is saying you have a loser attitude, a loser mentality.
I mean,
and that's what Joel Embiid has.
What makes you say that? What is he?
That he's a loser because a dude that never comes in ready to play. Come on, man.
You saying based off of that?
Huh?
You saying based off of that?
Based off of never coming in ready to play basketball. When's the last time Joel came in the season in shape, ready to go? Like this out here. Let's go.
That's a problem. I agree. That's a problem. That is a problem. That is a problem. That doesn't show that. I said this before. It's, in all honesty, it's only about 5 to 8 players tops in the NBA you can legitimately say that about, who are the upper echelon dudes. I'm not saying it's probably some lower dudes who work really hard, who come in with their body in shape and all that kind of stuff like that. But I'm talking about out of the upper echelon. Even look at Luka. They say the same thing with Luka. Luka, one of the best players in the world. They always talk about how out of shape Luka is, how overweight Luka is. But it's special. Curry, KD, LeBron, Giannis, them dudes are special, man. They special. It is what it is. Even Shaq. Shaq didn't work. Remember, Kobe would complain about Shaq. So what is Shaq talking about? Kobe complain. Kobe said, "Yo, if Shaq worked out as much as he should have, he'd be the best player of all time."
Yeah, but Shaq 2020, Shaq 2000 to 2003, he was the best player in the league.
I'm just saying, Kobe made some, and Kobe was right. Shaq was always coming out of shape.
Joel has never been the level that Shaquille was.
That's not the point. The point is, he came in out of shape as well. That's the point. Kobe Bryant, his own teammate, said it, called him out. I'm just saying what happened.
Listen, Kobe wasn't the end all be all.
I'm just telling you what it was. Shaq admitted he was out of shape a lot. Came in out of shape. He gained a lot of weight in the all season, all that kind of stuff like that. So, like I said, it's them dudes who you see work out and they're the best players in the world and they always working on their craft. It's a small amount of them dudes. The number is very little. That's the reality of it. Most dudes ain't going to.
Sad part is,
but it's not hard to come in shape though.
Embiid works on his.
It's not hard to come in shape.
To Ethan's point, Embiid works on his craft. He comes in and his bag gets bigger every year for the most part.
His bag however, like that.
What, his offensive bag? You don't think his plays?
No,
you tripping.
No, he don't.
You tripping. Now, I do agree about the mindset and everything else. You got to, but if you don't think Embiid comes in with more offensive tricks, you tripping.
It's just the coaches that's under him. They just teach him some things during as he in training camp and stuff. Joel
guess what? And if he does, he's still learning more stuff and building his bag up.
But I'm just saying he should be a lot further advanced as far as especially playmaking. Doing those other things, he should be a lot better than the rebound. He don't rebound at all. I think he may have like 3-4 rebounds. That's something that he should be a lot better right now. The other day, the Joker had like 25 rebounds in a game. How can you get 25 rebounds and he'll average like 10, 9 the whole year? And he's taller than it. There's a lot that Joel could do better.
How many blocks did Joker average?
Joel is what he is now. I mean, I agree with Ephraim. It's now what you have to do is deal with what you got and see what you can put around it. But you have to somehow build a team where Joel is really a major part, but he's not the part. You know what I mean? So it's somewhere you Maxey, Tyreek, Maxey, Paul George, and now I had to say Jared McCain. Joel can fit in there, but he can't. I wouldn't make him the focal point.
So Maxey's going to be your focal point?
Between Maxey and Paul George, be my focal point, depending on where it is, how things is played. But first of all, how can he be your focal point and he's not playing every game?
Neither is Paul George.
That's still to be seen. Paul George never came out and commented on like Joel Embiid did, so that still has to be seen. We'll see if Paul George plays tomorrow.
Yeah, that's an interesting point. I mean, you might have started building around Eminem. You might have to build around Maxey and McCain. That might be the two that you're going to have to build around, man. I mean,
or Jared McCain could be a nice trade piece coming January.
And listen, if he's hooping,
I can see that too. I can see
trade piece for who? Trade piece for who?
Someone that can get us over the top. A young team that they got a veteran player that they know they can.
Unless you trade Maxey.
Yeah, you got delusions of grandeur. I'm going with McCain and Maxey in my backcourt, and hopefully Embiid and Paul George can put together a string of games that they could play enough where they could help us get into the playoffs, and then the playoffs, who knows what can happen. But we got to dig out.
That's what they got. That's what they're gonna have to hope for. That they can get on the roll down the end of the season and that continuity and everything.
I agree. That's what's going to happen. That's what we're looking at right now. So
that's what they're setting up
continuity, for. Not playing every game. I mean, see, that's
somebody mentioned.
Why can't you?
Somebody mentioned which McCall.
Well, you not well. Hold on, for real. Down the stretch of the season, you're not going to have a whole bunch of back-to-backs. So if they're sitting out back-to-backs, most of the back-to-backs is going to be played out by the time January is over.
Man, I don't even looking at the way Embiid looked tonight. I hope he holds up all season.
You keep going off of one game, bro. It was the same thing with Paul George his first game.
What happened to KJ Martin? What happened to KJ Martin?
Yeah, he didn't get no burn. He fell in love real quick, didn't he?
Nick Nurse.
He need to be playing over Caleb Martin for real.
He got Nick Nurse. No, KJ can't shoot. We got a bunch of players.
Whoa, what?
We got a bunch of the same players. We got KJ, Oubre.
Caleb Martin can't shoot.
Exactly my point.
All players that can't shoot. We built wrong.
Dwayne just leave?
Yeah, he got mad.
Yeah, he got mad. Because we started talking about beating Caleb Martin.
Well,
and little Z. You can't talk about
I'm just waiting for them highlight text to pop up on the board.
Let's see. Caleb Martin this year so far attempting 3 threes a game is shooting 30% from 3. That's what he's shooting. 30%. He missed 1 or 2 more threes, he's gonna be in the 20 percentile. That's crazy. And he's shooting 36% field goal. That's Caleb Martin. Let's look with KJ Martin. What's he doing here? KJ Martin. He's
70% from the field though.
For this,
I don't know what his 3 is.
Who's that? Oh yeah. And he's 3-point percentage. He shot, I guess, 1 3. He made it. He's 100% with his 3.
Yeah, he shot 1 3.
We gotta find a way to
he got 17 minutes to the LA game. He had 11 points. The Clippers game, he had 18 minutes. He had 10 points.
He come from good stock too. I give him some burn off of that too. He come from good stock. You gotta put him on.
No,
I'm starting to fall in love with a little bit. Kelly Oubre too. Starting to fall out of.
Because he's KJ Martin. He's the same. They all the same people.
I have to agree.
Teams that can't shoot.
I had to agree with you with Caleb. I mean, with Kelly Oubre a little bit. I had to agree with you with that. I'm starting to side eye him a little bit.
Yeah.
Give him a wide open 3-pointer. He's not gonna hit it.
Who?
Oubre. Like he's like the momentum. Like
this year.
If we go on a run and he has a wide open shot to take us over the top, he's gonna clank it. He's gonna miss every time.
So who's the best shooters on our team? Maxey, McCain.
Maxey actually shooting bad, but he's the best.
Maxey, probably Paul George. To be honest with you.
And that's
Maxey historically, got the best overall 3-point percentage,
and that's not good.
Then you got Maxey, Paul George.
Oubre playing terrible this year. He's shooting 43 from the field. He's shooting 32 from the 3, shooting almost 5 threes a game.
That's not
32%. He got to get that up. No, my bad. He's shooting even worse than that. He's shooting 25% from 3.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. That's not in his defense.
40% from the field.
In his defense, what was he last year and the year like his previous years? Because that's not really indicative of what he does 3-point wise. He's a better 3-point shooter than that.
Yeah, he's only a 30% 3-point shooter, 32 career.
What was he last year and the year before?
Last year was 31%, 31. The year before that.
Oh God, I thought
his best year was 34% shooting 7.
Yeah, I'm about to talk to Tobias Harris. We meant to get Toby.
We got some apologizing to do. We got some Toby.
I'm about to Tobias
let's just owe Toby apology. We owe Toby apology.
I didn't know it could get this bad, man. Good night. Oh, good.
Yo, riding Toby. Rode him right on out of here.
Yeah. Oubre and Caleb is next. They're gonna be the new Toby.
Yeah.
Caleb before Kelly. Some reason Kelly get a little pass. I don't know why. Caleb Martin next. He keep playing trash like this. He done. Phil Evans posting Toby stats, 18-7.
What was the field goal? What was the field goal and 3-point percentage? What did he do?
Who knows? But we'll see. We got another game tomorrow, so
yeah, we're back tomorrow. So like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all hit that notification bell. And then Thursday,
New York.
Madness. All right, y'all. We out.
Deuces.